What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NFL top fives on FanDuel for week 8. Oh, God, this season's going so quickly. Anyway, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Head to Twitter and follow me at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section of this video. You got to go underneath it to find it. Who are your favorite and least favorite plays on FanDuel for this week? And finally, shout out to Jock Market for being the presenting sponsor of this video. Use the promo code Awesemo when signing up at Jock Market. Get up to $50 in an instant match deposit bonus. You can't beat it. You can see the defenses on the screen right now. Cincinnati Bengals at the top. We don't talk defenses around these parts, so we are kicking off the top fives at tight end. In at number 5, we're going to Jared Cook. He's 5,200, projected for 7.5 fantasy points. The Chargers are 4-point favorites with a 49.5 point total. It's the number 15 offense against the number 26 defense at PFF. You're not expecting more than 25 fantasy points, but you do get a chance for Jared Cook to be in the optimal 9%. In fact, gets a little bit better, 1 through 4, but either way, Jared Cook, not a bad point per dollar option. At number 4, we've got $6,800 Kyle Pitts, projected for 10.7 fantasy points. Atlanta taking on Carolina. Carolina, the number 23 ranked defense at PFF. Nice total, 46.5. You know Matt Ryan's going to be slinging it around. Got a little bit of a ceiling here. 0.5% chance to go for more than 25. 10% likelihood to be in the optimal. Happy to target Pitts here against the Carolina team that doesn't exactly scare me. At number 3, I'm going to $6,200 TJ Hawkinson, projected for 10 fantasy points. Lions 3.5 point dogs against Philly, but a 48 point total. You know they're going to be throwing. They are the number 26 offense, which isn't all that appealing. Number 13 defense for Philly, so right around the middle of the pack. 13% chance for Hawkinson to be in the optimal lineup. I do like using him here. I really like Jalen Hurts this week, and whether you're using Hawkinson in some sort of Detroit stack, individually, or bringing him back against Hurts, I like using Hawkinson. Or you can go to the tight end on the opposite side, $5,900 Dallas Goedert, projected for 9.5. They are the favorites. Philly gets the matchup against the dead last defense at PFF. That would be the Lions. You're not going for more than 25 if you're Dallas Goedert, but 14% likelihood to be in the optimal. This might be the best matchup for, in fact, it is. This is the best matchup for tight ends in week 8. Didn't expect that to be Dallas Goedert, TJ Hawkinson, yet here we are. Now at number 1, we're going to $5,300 Tyler Higbee, projected for 8.7 fantasy points. The Rams are 15.5 point favorites in Houston, 47 point total. Number 10 offense against the number 30 defense. It's not for the ceiling, but Tyler Higbee just works in all Ram stacks that you're trying to do this week. 16% chance for Higbee to be in the optimal. That makes him the number 1 tight end for week 8. On to the wideouts now, which are very bunched together. Number 5 is Keenan Allen, 6,900. Nice price. Projected for 13.4 fantasy points. Chargers taking on New England, a not very good defense, almost a 50-point game total. Keenan Allen's going to have a breakout game at some point in time. 4% likelihood to go for more than 25 here. 17% chance to be in the optimal. When he breaks out, I want to be there, and I think this week is as good a week as any. At number 4, we can go to 7K Calvin Ridley, projected for 14 fantasy points. Atlanta in a really nice matchup against Carolina. 46.5 point total is not all that bad. We've got some pretty low totals for this week. 5% chance for Ridley to go for more than 25. 17% likelihood to be in the optimal. Whether it's Ridley or Allen or Cooks, they all look very similar, all tied at 17% chances to be in an optimal lineup. Switching sidelines here, number 3 is DJ Moore. He is 7,700, projected for 15 fantasy points. Carolina's offense is not very good, but it's a 46.5 point total, and it's an equally not very good Atlanta defense. Both teams, Carolina's offense, Atlanta's defense, ranked 29th at PFF. 11% chance for DJ Moore to go for more than 25. There's a real ceiling here. 18% likelihood to be in the optimal. It wasn't enough to get DJ Moore into the tie at the top, but he is in at number 3. Tied at the top, but in at the number 2 spot, that would be Stephon Diggs, 7,300, projected for 15. The Bills are massive favorites this week. 14-point favorites against Miami. 48.5 point total, though, so we're expecting some scoring. The number 6 offense against the number 24 defense. What's not to like? 8% chance for Diggs to go for more than 25. And a 20% likelihood to be in the optimal. That is good enough to tie him for the top spot. I don't think anybody's surprised by this one. It's a big price tag, but $9,200 for Cooper Kupp. Rams, 19-point favorites. We talked about it with Tyler Higbee. They should smack Houston. 2 touchdown plus favorites, 47-point total, the number 30 ranked defense. Cooper Kupp, legit ceiling, 27% likelihood to score more than 25 fantasy points. He matches Diggs with the 20% chance to win, or 20% chance to be in the optimal, excuse me. Whether it's Kupp or Diggs, they are equally likely to be in the optimal. If you have the salary, go to Cooper Kupp. On to the running backs now. Number 5, Alvin Kamara, 8,400, projected for 17. Very tough spot, though. The scoring should be there, 49.5-point total, but New Orleans has the number 22 ranked offense. They are going up against the number 3 ranked defense. But Kamara sort of transcends matchup. He's going to be involved either way. 19% chance to go for more than 25 fantasy points, 17% likelihood to be in the optimal. And I think Kamara, not that it's not obvious, but I think Kamara works pretty well as a bring back for a Tampa stack. In at number 4, we've got Chuba Hubbard. He's 6,600, projected for 14 fantasy points. And we've touched on this Atlanta team already. It's not a great Carolina offense, but it's an equally bad defense. Just a 6% chance to go for more than 25, but you're getting a salary savings with Hubbard, so it's not, you don't need the same ceiling. 18% chance to be in the optimal. That is the appealing piece here. 6,600 really works, allows you to pay up elsewhere. Next up at number 3, we have DeAndre Swift. He is 7,900, projected for 16 fantasy points. It's not the best spot in the world. Detroit, number 26 ranked offense against the number 13 defense, but you do expect scoring, and a 3.5-point line isn't all that crazy. 48 points, though, for the game. That's what's getting me to more Swift. 14% chance to go for more than 25, 18% likelihood to be in the optimal. 7,900 feels a little high. His ownership will be very important, but I do like the idea of paying up for Swift because I'm just not all that worried about the Eagles. We can save some salary here at number 2. Go to $5,800 Eli Mitchell, projected for 12.8 fantasy points. The Niners are 4-point favorites against Chicago. Problem is 39.5-point game total. That's why you really need this salary savings. It's the number 23 offense at PFF against the number 25 defense, so not very good either way. You're getting here based on 5,800. That is the key piece for Eli Mitchell. 3% chance to go for more than 25. It's hard to expect that big a scoring with a 39-point total, but a 20% chance that Eli Mitchell is in the optimal, ultra cost effective this Sunday. Finally, at number 1, we're going to Darrell Henderson. He's 7,700, projected for 16.5 in the best matchup of the day. Rams, more than 2 touchdown favorites against Houston. Bad defense. 15% chance to go for more than 25, so there's a legitimate ceiling on Henderson, and he's really not all that expensive for the matchup. 22% chance to be in the optimal. That gets him to the number 1 spot at running back. Now, before we close it out with the quarterbacks, one last reminder to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Please head to Twitter, follow me at Josh Engleman, and then hop in the comment section underneath this video. Let me know who your favorite and least favorite contenders are. And finally, shout out one more time to Jock Market. Use that promo code Awesemo when signing up to get up to $50 on your first deposit. Closing it out at quarterback, where honestly, I shouldn't even be talking about Brady at 5 because he's not really close to 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 aren't even close to them. But for right now, Brady is in at 5, 8,300, projected for 21. Favorites here, the number 1 offense at PFF. Tough defensive matchup, but you're still getting about 50 real points. 15% chance for Brady to go for more than 25, but I think the salary is a little cost prohibitive. Probably a nice contrarian option, as weird as it sounds. 5% chance for Brady to be in the optimal. Now we're taking a bit of a step up in tier, 8,200 for Matt Stafford, almost 22 fantasy points projected. I've talked a lot here about the Rams matchup against Houston. This is what sums it all up. That's why you want to go to someone like Stafford. He has so many weapons this Sunday. As good of a matchup as you're going to find. 22% chance to score more than 25 fantasy points, but still just a 9% chance to be in the optimal because there's just some better options this week. At number 3, we've got Justin Herbert. He is 7,900, projected for 21.5. The Chargers are 4-point favorites. Really nice spot here against a bad Pats D. Almost 50-point game total. You know that you have the pass catchers and people that can make Herbert look even better. Almost 20% likelihood that he is going to go for more than 25 fantasy points, but you still only get him in at 10%. Now that's good. That gets him to number 3. But number 2 and number 1, they are breaking free from the pack. Number 2 is my number 1 on DraftKings. That's $8,400 Jalen Hurts, projected for 24. Gets the dream spot in what should be actually a competitive game. That's why it's even more interesting. Philly's only a 3-point favorite. 48-point total is awesome. Worst defense in the league, awesome. Huge upside with his feet, awesome. 43% chance to go for more than 25 fantasy points. You're going to be really happy if he does it. Plus an 18% likelihood to be in the optimal. This one's just a great spot. Thank you to Detroit for being so bad. Jalen Hurts in number 2, but still not number 1. That number 1 goes to Josh Allen, 8,800, projected for 25 fantasy points. Amazing matchup against Miami. 2 touchdown favorites, 48.5 point total. A great offense, number 6. A not great defense, number 24. Allen hits 25 fantasy points 54% of the time. That's where I have him projected. It's more than a coin flip. 24% likelihood that he is in the optimal lineup. Clearly pairs well with Diggs and whoever else you want to get to. Either way, Josh Allen, the number 1 quarterback on FanDuel this week. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NFL top 5s on FanDuel for week 8. DraftKings version of this video is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck this Sunday, everybody. Win some money. Keep your eyes peeled Sunday morning for my Sunday night football contenders. Good luck, everybody.